Hello everyone, and welcome to my review for the Even Stevens movie. Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. I don't know if you're like me or not, but when I first saw the trailer for this movie, my initial reaction after it was over was, does that not look like the Even Stevens movie? Just like a more horrific version of it? I honestly thought like this was such a ripoff of that storyline, but then again, Fantasy Island is based off an old TV show from like the 70s and 80s, I believe, with the grandpa from Spy Kids. I've never seen it, but I'm intrigued to check it out because I really like the concept of Fantasy Island. I just thought this was a very poor execution. And I should have known going into it because it comes from the same team that put together Truth or Dare. If you saw Truth or Dare, then you already know. I don't even need to say anything else about that. But I was still curious. I still try to give people a chance, and I'm also a horror fan, so I'm always curious to see if it's going to be good or at least better. And I love how they don't even put Truth or Dare as like the people who put it together in the trailer. They put from the producers of Halloween and Get Out, two bigger successes from Blumhouse, but also two successful movies that people enjoyed. Because they know if they put from the producers of Truth or Dare, nobody would go and watch this movie. Not that anyone is necessarily rushing out to see it anyway, but you get what I'm saying. Anywho, this movie, Drek. It was really, really bad. You already know what it is if you've seen the trailer. 5 strangers board a plane, they go to this island, they get one fantasy of their choice, and the only rule they have to do is finish out that fantasy until its completion. And of course, shit starts to, hit the fan. And from there, you're just kind of on this ride for 2 hours of just like nonsense, chaotic acting, really ridiculous twists and turns, and things that don't really correlate or make any sense. The fantasies never really tie up because they're all kind of existing in the same time. Even if the fantasy is time, like in a different time frame, but like nothing, it doesn't make any sense. And by the end of the movie, once all is revealed, you're just kind of like, what? Like, really, that was what we sat here for almost 2 hours for us to get that ending? Like, on one end, you're like, okay, but it never, like, built up that way. And, like, nothing in the movie ever built up to give us the ending that it gave us. And by the time it's revealed, you're just like, wow. Like, you just think this is the dumbest thing you could have done for a twist. I don't even know how to explain it to you, so I won't, but spoiler alert, just so you are aware, Lucy Hale is somehow the one who orchestrated this, with, of course, Michael Peña's help. And, yeah, if you do see the movie, you'll see what I mean, but you're also going to be like, okay, why did you choose to do that? I just don't understand where the writers were when they thought, so this whole time, we're going to make it look like this girl's... See, I don't even know where to begin to tell you, but basically it's just dreadful, and the comedy does not land. There are 2 characters in the movie that are brothers, and every time they try to tell a joke, it just falls flat, and I think the writers team, I don't know what their style of comedy is, but it is not funny, because this was just poorly, like everyone in the theater may have laughed once or twice, but that's because you can sense when somebody's like, like when they want to like laugh to support, but you just can't because it's awful. Yeah, that was the reaction and feedback the audience gave, including myself. So really bad movie. You can skip it. I don't even know why Michael Peña agreed to do it. He's a great actor. This was just a paycheck. I understand you got to pay the bills, but not this one. Luckily, this movie is forgettable enough to where I don't think this is going to ruin anyone's careers, but it's an embarrassment, and it's not the actor's fault. I think this concept, when they were being pitched it, were probably like, you know what, that sounds really fun. But I don't even think they knew that it was going to be executed this badly. So yeah, don't watch it. You don't have to see it. If you do, enter at your own risk. If you have seen it, leave a comment down below so you can tell me what you thought of it. Did you like it? If you did, well, you're brave. I don't know. I don't know how you could, but... unless you talk about like Maggie Q, who I thought was probably the only part of the movie that I enjoyed. I thought she was really good. But for the most part, this is a skip. It's just not all that great at all. What am I saying? Oh, not all that great. It's just not great. Yeah, that's my review for Fantasy Island. Skip this movie. All right. Thank you guys for checking out this review. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so you never miss one of these reviews. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.